Have you ever wondered why some grandparents seem to radiate energy and health well into their 80s? While diet and exercise play their part, there's a hidden psychological factor that adds years to our lives. It's called the helper's high, and for seniors, it might just be the fountain of youth. Recent longitudinal studies have uncovered a powerful link between volunteering and a significantly longer lifespan. When we give our time to others, something remarkable happens deep within our biology and our minds. In this documentary, we explore the surprising science of why giving back is the best way to move forward. From community kitchens to mentoring youth, grandparents are redefining what it means to age with purpose. But how exactly does a simple act of kindness protect our hearts and sharpen our brains? Is it the social connection, the physical activity, or something even more profound? Welcome to Part 1, the psychological foundations of the longevity effect. For decades, retirement was portrayed as a reward for hard work. Relax and enjoy the quiet. Watch television as the hours pass. Take vacations to see the world. And simply take time to rest. While rest is important, an entirely leisure-focused lifestyle may leave many older adults without something equally important, a sense of purpose. When every day feels the same, motivation slowly fades, and without meaningful goals, emotional and physical health may begin to decline. The social fabric of our lives often begins to fray when we stop contributing to the world around us. Research suggests that without a structured day and mental challenges, cognitive decline can actually accelerate. Many retirees report feeling invisible once they leave the workforce, as if their experience no longer has a place. This feeling of invisibility isn't just emotional, it acts as a biological stressor that can impact the immune system. But there is a way to reclaim that visibility and vigor, turning the retirement myth on its head. By shifting the focus from receiving rest to giving time, we flip a psychological switch that re-energizes the body. This is where the true psychology of longevity begins, not in isolation, but in engagement. It starts with a simple choice to stay involved, stay active, and stay needed. Because, as we've seen, purpose is not a luxury. It is a psychological necessity. Our brains were designed to solve problems, build relationships, and contribute to others. Throughout our evolution, staying needed was a key to survival. When those opportunities disappear during retirement, the brain receives fewer meaningful challenges, and its vital networks can begin to quiet down. But volunteering changes that dynamic completely. Planning complex activities for others, remembering new names and faces, teaching valuable skills to the youth, and listening carefully to their stories. This is neuroplasticity in action. When we learn new tasks or navigate social situations, we're literally forging new neural pathways in the brain. The social brain is one of our most complex systems. Interacting with others fires up regions responsible for empathy, memory, and even motor skills. Volunteering often requires executive function, the brain's CEO role. Organizing events and solving local problems keeps these higher-level functions sharp. Beyond the logic, it's about resilience. Having a mission helps the brain manage stress better, protecting us from the cognitive impact of anxiety. These simple acts keep the mind active while strengthening emotional resilience, creating a biological shield against aging. Purpose keeps the brain engaged, the spirit bright, and the mission clear. Your brain doesn't just want to rest, it needs a mission. There is something unique about relationships between generations. It's a bridge that connects the wisdom of the past with the potential of the future. When grandparents share stories of their own challenges and triumphs, when they teach life lessons that can't be found in textbooks, or when they simply listen, offering a calm, non-judgmental presence, both generations benefit in ways that are deeply profound. This isn't just a social interaction, it's a psychological anchor. Older adults feel a renewed sense of value. They realize their life experiences aren't just memories, they are tools for others. And children gain more than just wisdom. They gain a sense of belonging and a broader perspective on life's journey. Psychologists call this generativity, the innate human drive to nurture and guide those who will follow in our footsteps. Research shows that this drive is a major predictor of healthy aging and mental sharpness as we get older. These moments create emotional bonds that act as a buffer against stress and loneliness for everyone involved. Connecting with the young keeps our own spirits young and ensures our mission continues through the lives we touch. Acts of kindness influence the body in remarkable ways. It's as if our biology was designed to reward us for looking out for one another. Positive social interactions are associated with the release of chemicals linked to trust, connection, and emotional well-being. At the same time, chronic stress, a major factor in aging, may decrease when people feel supported and useful to those around them. This biological reward is often called the helper's high. It's the physical sensation of calm and satisfaction that follows a meaningful act of service. Research suggests these moments can lower blood pressure and help regulate the nervous system, creating a foundation for lasting vitality. Although no single activity guarantees better health, meaningful social engagement is consistently associated with healthier aging across almost every study. It's a powerful biological feedback loop. By caring for our community, we are, in a very real sense, caring for ourselves at a cellular level. The brain recognizes when it is needed. That sense of utility acts as a signal to the body to maintain its strength and resilience for the mission ahead. Kindness isn't just a moral choice, it's a biological imperative that keeps our hearts strong and our spirits resilient for the long journey of life. Loneliness is more than just a fleeting emotion. For seniors, it can be a silent health risk, affecting both physical vitality and mental clarity. Many retirees lose their natural daily routines after leaving the workforce, leaving behind the social structure that kept them anchored. Without that framework, it's easy to feel adrift, but volunteering offers a powerful way to bridge that gap, creating new routines that pull us back into the world. It brings new friendships, the kind of deep, meaningful connections that come from working toward a shared goal. It sparks new conversations, keeping our minds sharp and our spirits high by challenging us to engage with different perspectives. This is what psychologists call social capital. It's the sense of belonging and mutual support that comes from being an active part of a community. Whether it's a walking group or a neighborhood project, these interactions act as a biological buffer against the stress of isolation. Volunteering provides new reasons to wake up each morning with a sense of anticipation and a clear mission. In this sense, purpose isn't just a task on a list, it is a lifeline that keeps us connected to the pulse of life itself. Purpose becomes the most powerful antidote we have to isolation, proving that the best way to help ourselves is to stay needed by others. Learning doesn't stop at retirement. In fact, for many, this is the most fertile time for personal growth and mental expansion. Every volunteer role presents new situations that challenge our existing skills and force us to adapt to a changing world. Volunteering introduces us to new people from all walks of life, and it presents new challenges that keep us sharp. These experiences encourage lifelong learning and help keep the brain mentally active by building what researchers call cognitive reserve. Think of it as a mental savings account, a buffer that protects the brain's networks as we age, keeping them resilient and flexible. Staying mentally engaged through volunteering, whether it's mastering a new skill or mentoring the next generation, is a powerful biological shield. This is synaptic plasticity in action. When we push ourselves out of our comfort zones, we're literally keeping our neural pathways young. Staying mentally engaged is one of the many habits consistently associated with healthy cognitive aging and a vibrant spirit. It's about more than just keeping busy. It's about keeping the spirit of curiosity alive and the mind focused on a mission. Because when the mind is on a mission, it doesn't just age, it evolves. The best way to keep the brain young is to never stop being a student of life. One of the strongest psychological needs throughout life is the simple yet profound feeling of being useful. When people believe they still make a difference in the lives of those around them, their entire psychological landscape begins to shift. Whether it's helping at a local food bank or serving through a church community, active contribution breeds a powerful sense of agency. Confidence grows. It's the realization that your experience and your time are still valuable currency in a world that often values speed over wisdom. Optimism increases. By focusing on the growth of a mentee or the success of a community project, we naturally brighten our own internal horizon. Studies show that stress often feels more manageable when we have a mission outside of ourselves. Our perspective shifts from inward anxiety to outward impact. Being needed reminds us that our life still has deep, objective meaning, a psychological necessity that certainly doesn't expire at retirement. This utility effect acts as a biological anchor, grounding us in the present and signaling to the body that it is still required for the mission ahead. Purpose gives energy to both the heart and the mind. It is the silent engine of longevity and the true secret to staying young at heart. Consider the story of Robert. After retiring from a long and successful career, he spent nearly 2 years largely alone. For Robert, the transition wasn't the dream he'd imagined. His days became repetitive, a cycle of quiet mornings and long, silent afternoons. Slowly, that vital sense of motivation, the very engine of our health, began to disappear. Then, a simple choice changed everything. One afternoon, he volunteered to tutor elementary school students at a local community center. The shift was almost immediate. Within months, the silence of Robert's home was replaced by the vibrant energy of a new mission. He had new friends, both among the staff and the children he mentored. He had a weekly routine that anchored his days once again. Most importantly, he had something to look forward to. Robert wasn't just passing time, he was actively shaping the future. Reflecting on his journey, Robert later shared a perspective that resonates with so many who have found their second act. He said, "I thought I was helping children, but they gave my life back to me." Robert's story isn't just a testimonial, it's a living example of the psychology of longevity in action. It proves that by giving our time, we receive our health in return. Volunteering doesn't have to mean working every day or taking on a massive new responsibility. It's about finding joy and balance. Even one afternoon each week can make a profound difference both for your community and for your own well-being. You could mentor students, sharing the wisdom of your career with those who are just starting theirs. You might find your mission at a local food bank, helping to ensure that no one in your neighborhood goes hungry, or you could support your local library, a cornerstone of community knowledge and connection. Some find their calling visiting hospitals, offering the kind of calm and comforting presence that only life experience can provide. You can even share your professional knowledge online. Virtual mentoring allows you to contribute from the comfort of your own home, reaching people across the globe. Others find immense psychological benefits in working with animals. Shelters often need the patient, steady care that retirees can offer. The key is to match your volunteer role with your own values and interests. When your work feels like a natural extension of who you are, it never feels like a chore. The best volunteer role is one that brings both joy and a sense of accomplishment. It should energize you, not drain you. Don't be afraid to try a few different roles until you find the one that fits. Your mission is waiting, and it might just be the most rewarding chapter of your life. You don't need a formal organization or a title to make a profound difference. Purpose is often found in the quiet, everyday moments of our lives. Helping a neighbor with a simple chore is more than just a task. It's a signal of care that strengthens the bonds of your local community. Babysitting grandchildren provides a unique form of active aging, keeping you physically engaged and emotionally anchored to the next generation. Teaching someone a new skill, whether it's a family recipe or a life lesson, turns your years of experience into a living legacy. Psychologists call this the warm glow of altruism. These informal acts of kindness trigger the same positive biological responses as formal volunteering. Calling a lonely friend. A 10-minute conversation can be the highlight of someone's week, and it reminds both of you that you are not alone. Sharing encouragement. A simple word of support can act as a psychological buffer for someone facing a challenge, and it reinforces your own sense of value. Every act of kindness strengthens the invisible threads that connect us all. These threads form the safety net of a healthy, resilient society. By looking for these small opportunities every day, you keep your mind on a mission of kindness that fuels your own longevity. Sometimes the smallest contribution creates the greatest impact. Purpose isn't something you find once, it's something you practice every single day. Growing older doesn't mean becoming less valuable. It means the opposite. Your impact on the world around you is just beginning. In many ways, this chapter of life makes you more capable than ever of changing lives because you speak from the authority of lived experience. The greatest gift older adults possess isn't money, it isn't strength, it's wisdom, the refined perspective that only comes from navigating life's many seasons. And when that wisdom is shared through service and connection, everyone grows stronger, the community is healed, and the individual is renewed. If today's video inspired you to look at retirement and purpose in a new light, please leave a comment below. We want to hear from you. Tell us about a volunteer experience that changed your life or one you'd like to begin. Your story might be the inspiration someone else needs today. And don't forget to subscribe to Golden Wisdom, where we explore the fascinating psychology of healthy aging, purpose, and meaningful living. Because, as we have seen, a life filled with purpose is often a life filled with hope, and that is the true foundation of longevity. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay active, stay connected, and stay wise.